In this video, I'm going to show you how to run an ANOVA statistical test in Google Sheets using the XL Miner Analysis Toolpack. So what I have here first, let's introduce you to the data. I have data for people going on 3 different diets, and the data here I have is their percent change in weight after 6 weeks on these 3 different diets with all the data here in kilograms. And because I have 3 different groups of data that I'm trying to compare with each other, the ANOVA is the appropriate test because t-tests are only good for 2 data sets. And in this case, I have 3 or more. So I'm going to be running an ANOVA. So to start with, the first thing you need to do if you haven't already is to get the XL Miner Toolpack add-on in your Google Sheets. You do that by going to Add-ons, Get Add-ons, search for XL Miner, and install it. Once it's installed, you'll come back to Add-ons, and then you'll choose the XL Miner Analysis Toolpack, and you'll click Start. Among our options that it gives us many, many options here. We want to run the ANOVA single factor. This is the only ANOVA option that we'll be using this year in IB Bio. So we're going to go ahead and select the ANOVA single factor. And you'll see that it opens up a box here where it's ready for me to give it some information. So the input range, what it's asking me for is basically asking me where is the data that it's going to be using to calculate this ANOVA test. And so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to highlight the data, including, you'll notice I've highlighted the titles Diet 1, Diet 2, Diet 3. If I tell it that those are the labels, it will then use those labels in its output to help me understand the numbers that it's giving me. So I highlight the data and then I click in the box and it'll autofill that box. My data is grouped in columns. That means that Diet 1 is a column, Diet 2 is a column, Diet 3 is a column. If it was grouped the other way going across, I could check rows, but in this case it's columns. I want it to know that there are labels in the first row. In other words, the very first row that I highlighted has all the labels for my data. It has the words. I always run my ANOVAs and my statistical tests at an alpha value of 0.05 because that means I am testing that these means are the same or not at 95% significance, which is the lowest level of significance that is acceptable in a statistical test in science and especially in biology. So we'll always leave that there. The output range is simply where do I want it to put the data, all the information that it's about to give me. So I'm going to click a cell where there's plenty of room around it for it to put it out. So I'm going to click there and tell it to start there at E2. Once I have this all filled out, I'm going to click OK. And here you see it has given me a lot of information. Okay, so what do I have here? For each one of the groups it's comparing, by Diet 1, 2, and 3, you'll see that that's where it did with those labels, is it labeled everything for me. It's telling me how many data points there are. So Diet 1 had 24 data points, the others had 27, and you'll notice, look at right here, Diet 1 really did have a couple less data points than Diets 2 and 3. It's telling me the sum of all the data points. It's telling me the average for each one. And it's also telling me how much variation, the variance is, just how much variation there is in the data set. Then if we come down here and we take a look down here, the most important piece of information that we are going to be looking at to help us out to interpret our ANOVA is this F, that is our calculated statistic. And then here is our F critical that we will be comparing it to in order to evaluate our null hypothesis and come to a conclusion with this experiment. So I have my statistic, my F statistic, and my F critical to be used to compare to my F statistic.